So, damn, y'all really like this series. I mean, only one episode in and you guys are already asking for more. So, a general explanation for those who don't know what this series is. I have a personal multiverse called RoseVerse. After I made an Undertale interpretation series that blew up on TikTok, I decided to make my own multiverse where I put all these interpretations into one entire story and make a gigantic plot where everything interconnects. But with a personal multiverse with different types of characters, new designs are needed. I had an old set of RoseVerse designs that I absolutely hate now because they're just not accurate to them now. So I decided to go back and redesign these redesigns and basically make them better and more suited to the characters. This installment is of the bad SANSES, minus Nightmare. If you want to go see him, he is in my first installment of this series. The first one up was Killer, and he was relatively easy compared to the other ones. I had a very old RoseVerse design for him that had a purple lawn jacket that I just kind of stole and changed it up a little bit. I didn't really like the old jacket for multiple reasons because I didn't like the color purple I chose, so I made sure to pick a different one this time. I also gave him his little necklace, which is very important. Killer's soul is still in the target, but rather than it being out in the open where people can grab it, it's in a locket that only Nightmare and Killer can actually open and break. You can't break it. It's specifically made where no one else can access it. And honestly, Nightmare can only open it if Killer gives him the consent to do so. He can't just open it. He keeps his pants because Killer supports small businesses and steals from bigger corporations and makes its own outfits. And yeah, that's Killer. When I was talking to a friend about what I should do with Dust, I jokingly said, man, I should make him look like a 30-year-old who had an emo phase and is still just now trying to get out of it. And they were just like, no, that's a good idea, do it. And I thought about it more and I decided to go that route. With Dust, I remember vividly that the Dusttale creators said that he hides Papyrus's scarf and doesn't wear it when he's fighting. And while I understand that, when he's fighting the multiverse, I feel like he would have to bring it with him. So I made it like he ripped a part of Papyrus's scarf and wrapped it around his wrist. So there. That's Dust. Oror gave me fucking issues. And I don't know if I was just starting to hit the wall with his. I could not figure out a pose for him. I could not figure out how his jacket should be. Eventually, I got into the move of things when I did his face, and I think that kind of made me feel more confident and start doing a little bit better and making things look more even and make more sense. I decided to give him a brown jacket with his fluffy hood. I took that away from Killer. I'm not going to take that away from Horror. He looks very dead. I made him look very, very tired in the face, and his glowing red eye is not that bright anymore. He's wearing sweatpants because at the end of the day, he's still a Sans, and it's probably the only one that is still close to his original counterpart. I gave him black boots because that kind of became a trend where all the older bad Sanses wear the black boots, but Killer likes to stand out with his little red sneakers. And then I gave him a little silver necklace that his Frisk gave him as a gift when they finally were able to reunite and start being a family again. And so yeah, he wears it all the time, right under his jacket, but he makes sure to zip it down enough so people can see it because he's proud of it. And he loves his kid. And last but certainly not least is Cross. I mean, least in the height department. So Cross was really fun for me to do because I made the executive decision to make him fucking short. He's not the youngest out of the bad Sanses. That is Killer. Killer is the youngest by multiple years. Horror is in his 40s and 50s. Skeletons live up to 300, by the way, in RoseVerse, so calm down. He's not that old. He's still considered pretty young. Anyways, he's pretty old, and Killer is 20. And Cross is around 25-ish, which is when skeletons hit full maturity. But he's He's still the shortest. He did not luck out in the height department. I changed up his hoodie by putting the X just on his sleeves because the whole X getup was annoying me. Plus, I think with the bad SANSES, he would change it up a bit. His scar is also now an X, and I changed up the colors of his actual outfit to be more than just white and black. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, consider subscribing. I plan to make a lot more content like this, specifically more designs that are going to be coming up soon, such as possibly Swap, Color Sans, and Core Frisk. The Google Doc is still not available just yet, but the next video in this series will have it be able to be seen and read with the updated story. As for fanfiction, I do have a fic up about RoseVerse in its entirety, but it's not completely updated, and it only goes as far as Error and Nightmare meeting. The bad SANSES have not been introduced just yet, so if you just want to know what their deal is, I suggest waiting for the next installment of this series, where you can read ahead and just get to know what the bad SANSES are and what their deal is and their whole dynamic with their home AU. Tell me what you want to see next, who designs you want to see, if you want to learn anything more about certain characters. I plan to make different installment videos of each character in RoseVerse and what their deal is for people who don't really want to read the doc. So let me know if you guys are interested in that, and if you are, say which character you would like to hear from first. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a terrific day, night, or whatever time it is for you.